Yo, what is not up? Excuse the accent here as we address some of the complaints about World at War multiplayer and servers. Alright, so here's a complaint that only 2 or 3 servers are playable and they don't have a normal player slot limit. This means that if you want to play, you are forced to stay in servers where enemies spawn on your head, you spawn on grenades, or you spawn perfectly centered inside the optic of your enemy. This isn't a playable server, it's just a chaotic mess. If you were to decide to move around the map, you just die. And then if you decide to stay still in a corner, you will earn kills. I'd rather pierce my balls with a hammer and nails rather than trying to play on those servers. Alright, so on 2 to 3 small maps, it can get crazy. I agree. But that's not even the entire 23 maps. World at War has the biggest maps out of all Call of Duty games. Some may say that the maps were too big for those that can only do 6 versus 6. On those specific maps that are very small, there are lots of players. There's players that like playing on those maps. They're very popular. But no one locks you into those maps though. You're not forced to play on those maps. So then he has more complaining to go. You can play on those servers, only on specific hours. Because if you are lucky enough, you find a server with only 10 and 15 players connected, guaranteeing you a somewhat normal gaming experience. Or else the server will be flooded by users, 30 to 50 players, and it will be basically unplayable. Alright, there are other servers you can play on that are actually smaller servers. The player count may decrease over time because 12 players usually don't keep the server busy after 10 plus years of a game's life, which is what you can see by the screenshot. However, they do have players on average, and usually these days a medium-sized server will keep some players throughout the day. More on that in a minute though. So then he goes on. About PTE, that's the problem. Their servers could be fine on paper, if only they put some player slot limits to them. They have 2 main servers, one with good ping, and the other probably hosted by Haiti, and both of them reach 40 to 45 player limit, basically 20 versus 20. That's the problem. You can't roam around the map without being instantly killed after 2 seconds of your spawn. You respawn on grenades, and sometimes even in your enemy's sight. Everything, because they don't put a proper slot limit to those servers and it doesn't fix the other one. Oh god. So everything's on us. Everything's a target on a specific server or people or whatever. Again, as I stated earlier, 2 or 3, even 4 maps are not all 23 total maps in the game. So this isn't true either. Now, this is pretty exaggerative, and if you don't like servers with a lot, I understand your point of view, but check out other servers instead of focusing on where you see large amounts of players. And he goes on. And anyway, I have 101 in-game hours. I know which servers are available and which not. The problem is the playability. The game itself is fine, but isn't fine being forced to play on lobbies of 40 players, where you can't basically think of a strategy or actually playing normally. Alright, you aren't forced at all. What makes you forced? See, that's the beauty of servers, not lobbies, by the way. And I think both servers and lobbies are cool. I just prefer servers myself. You aren't forced and you have options. If you can't think of a strategy, then they may exist with you. No offense. Now, a lot of players do just fine, and we see this every day. So, someone else says, and I gotta tell you, this guy, anyway. Jeez, almost like the game and its map were designed for a lower player count. But hey, I bet they know what they're doing with their servers. Just sucks that people who want to play the game normally are left out with no real options. This guy here. This guy is very annoying on the forums, and anyone new coming to the forums usually finds out very quickly about this guy. So what I want to say is, don't try to make a target out of those that have provided players a place to enjoy the game where they can provide feedback on what they feel, what they like and dislike, and people will actually listen to them and take all into consideration, like how it's been for a few years now. There was something I did want to say a couple of months ago, and that is, year after year, player count usually drops off over time. That's normal. But it's amazing to see, still after 10 plus years, that the servers are still going, even though it's a few of them now compared to when the game first came out. And this here is for the vocal players out there complaining, and also those that just want to get back into World at War as well. There are plenty of servers, vanilla default servers, waiting for all of you. They aren't going to magically just have players on them though. It's up to you to get together on your gaming messenger or your voice chat. Get on those servers and play. Nothing's preventing you from playing on many servers. You all just have to choose one and get down. That should solve those complaints. Now, we love the game like the rest of the players. After all, we're players ourselves. Let me take the time to shout out JFF Clan, the long-running JFF Clan. Yeah. Sad news is they will be closing, and they've been around for a long time, running a popular vanilla default server we played on and had some good memories. Also, shout out to the UCS Clan, another long-running clan with their well-known tank server. And Gets Having Fun, or OGHF for short, which now has custom maps as well as the regular stock maps, so you can play something new. Then there's Extreme Idiots, or XI. And then Forgotten Soldiers and the rest of the game. If you are a player and have any issues regarding the game, let us know over on the site, and we will see if we can help. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you all. Much love. For PDG, PD Elite, World at War, Call of Duty 4, 2, United Offensive, and even Call of Duty 3, which is actually a good game, even if it is exclusive to consoles. Take care out there. Holla.